Okay, we just put the aluminum or the pattern on the aluminum panel for the wall. We just modified that material. What we're now going to do is you can see we have the gap in between our two roof levels here. We're going to close that off, but we're going to do it in storefront. To do that, in order to play, the easiest way to place a wall is always in a floor plan view. So we're going to go to our second floor. And I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom into this area of the plan right here. This is where the staircase is, the main entrance of the house. And I'm going on my architecture tab. I'm going to come up and click wall. Properties, I'm going to scroll down in the list until I can find storefront. Now we're not placing a wall on the second floor. We're actually placing a wall on to the high roof, but its top offset needs to be set to -1. This will make sense here in a little bit. We're still going to get some error messages, and that's fine. But for right now, this is what we want to do. I want to come over here to my location line. Oh yeah, that's right. It won't let me change that. I'm going to zoom in. Right here on the center line of the core of this wall, left click, I'm going to drag in this direction. Now you can tell I'm not seeing anything happen, and that's okay. I'm going to come over here until I intersect the other side, left click again. This warning is perfectly normal based on what we did. We are drawing a wall that's behind our head. It's not visible in this plan. That's okay. We'll see it in another plan, but we do want to do this again. So I'm going to make that go away. I'm going to click escape on my keyboard, but I'm only going to click it once. That still leaves me in this whole sort of drawing a wall command. I'm going to come back to this intersection. This time I'm going to draw, and you can see where I'm at right now. This is the brick, and this is the aluminum siding, and I'm drawing across basically until I run right into the side of the CMU. And then I'm going to get, whoop, I did not get that same message because Revit wanted to try to fix it. But that's okay, because that's what Revit is all about. You can change things after you've drawn them. I'll highlight my wall. This is not going up to the low roof. This is going to the high roof, and the base constraint is not the second floor. The base constraint is the low roof. And it looks like, hey, our storefront disappeared. Well, now I'm going to show you guys something that you really wish you would have had during your building sections for making staircases. Why am I talking about that now? Well, it's because a single building section coming through right here, which is what we're about to draw, is going to show both of these storefronts in section where they actually hit in three-dimensional space. So I'm going to go to my View tab. And of course it doesn't want to respond right now. That's just awesome. There we go. Click on Section. And I'm going to draw my section starting from the top up here. You can tell I'm more or less in position where I can move my mouse right straight down through this through the stairs. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start up here at the top, and I'm going to pull my way down this way. Left click. This is my building section, and now I actually have a section cut over here in my project browser. So double click. Now we're looking at our building section. Boy, did I get that wrong? I'm going to change my detail level from coarse to medium. I want to keep it at a 1/4 inch, that's fine. And let's zoom in. Obviously the storefront is incorrect. And we can change, excuse me. Now I can either change it by coming over here and fixing all the math. Now I could actually come by and say, we go up to the high roof level and say, no, that was meant to be 0. So you can see how it changed that there. Well, I don't know exactly what that dimension is, but I don't need to because of this little icon right here, that little shape handle. So I can grab a hold of the bottom of this storefront and I can pull it all the way up to the top of the roof assembly. And you can see it adjusted the data over here. Now what I need to do is duplicate that change over here. And I can just use the shape handle on this twice. And there we go. makes a little more sense, and you can see it when you turn your thin lines off. Now this particular piece of storefront is oriented in the wrong direction. You want the glazing closer to the outside. So if I highlight my curtain wall, and it's this little line that runs right through the middle, because a curtain wall is made of various components, and you can actually select some of the individual components. But if you notice, as my mouse hovers over the center line, then that's when I can actually select the wall itself. If I right click, now I can say change walls orientation, and it flips so that the glazing is on the outside. I want to come over here, I want to make sure it's the same over here. It's the same over here. We're looking great. Okay. So basically that takes care of the little bits of storefront that close off those gaps that we've had floating around there since last week. Oh my goodness, what a relief that was. And when we go to our 3D view, there they are, just like that. Happy little pieces of storefront. All right, we're going to talk about exterior windows in the next video.